A somber Israel Day parade in New York City is led by families of hostages.
How did we even get here? It's really amazing. Like, it's so overwhelming.
To feel that everybody's with us
Yeah.
after all we've gone through.
Yeah.
Hopefully the world is with Israel and can relate to our pain and sorrow. And I hope that they're going to bring us back our friends, our kidnapped friends. We're waiting for them. My husband went to fight in the morning of the Shabbat, and he never came back, sadly. And we miss him every day, every minute. Being in Israel is so different than being here. For now, we're feeling safe. Hopefully, this will continue.
Usually a jubilant celebration, the annual parade, now in its 59th year, was clearly more somber in the wake of the October 7th atrocities. As nearly 100,000 New Yorkers demonstrated Jewish unity up Fifth Avenue, the tone reflected 8 months of war, with 120 hostages still held by Hamas and growing global antisemitism.
We are in a nightmare. We came to here today to ask all the good people here to keep praying for the release of our hostages. I'm here in person for my niece, Daniela. Daniela is 19 years old. When she was captured, now she's already 20. Daniela kidnapped from her bed with her pajama. And I want to say to the Israeli government, thank you for putting a good, generous deal to Hamas, and to say all nations, keep applying all the pressure on Hamas to take this deal. And to all nations as well, if you want to stop the war, this is the way to stop the war. Release our hostages, and the next step will be to release all the people of Gaza, go back to their home and get back to a normal life again at both Israelis and Palestinians.
Over 70 family members of the hostages led a group of roughly 2,500 marchers, representing the Hostages and Missing Families Forum, a group advocating in Israel on behalf of the kidnapped.
The youngest person, a 1.5-year-old child, they did not release this baby. They kept this baby in Gaza. We don't know what's happening to him. Please pressure Hamas to release children.
APB News talked with members of the delegation of 70 hostage family members of different nationalities and religions, including Hamas captivity survivors, to discuss their frustrations and grief.
Shlomi needs to come home. Shlomi needs to be reunited with his family, with Miran, his wife, with his family. This is one of Shlomi's sisters. Be strong. Be proud to be who you are, and be proud to be Jewish, and be proud to get out onto the streets and protest and call for the release of the hostages and for the end of this nightmare that everybody's suffering.
Noah, she was kidnapped from the festival with her boyfriend Avinatan. It was one of the first movies that Hamas was published. She was kidnapped on her motorcycle. I didn't expect such amount of people right now that support us, because in Israel we only see the opposite, that people protest against Israel and even against the hostages. It gives us a little bit of hope that something will happen. Hamas published another audio sound of Noah. She is alive, but we need her back home. Please be our voice for all the hostages and for Noah. We need your help to bring them back home.
On October 7th, thousands of Hamas-led terrorists stormed over the border with Israel and killed 1,200 people, most of them civilians, and kidnapped 252. The unprovoked attack was the deadliest in Israel's history, and likely the bloodiest day for the Jewish people since the Holocaust. The conflicting emotions witnessed during the parade route were evidenced by the smiling faces of bystanders, who quickly burst into tears upon seeing families of hostages marching by.
For us as a family, since October 7, we haven't been sleeping, we haven't been eating, we haven't been feeling like ourselves. And to come here and to see people that they don't know our family members, they don't know them, but they feel like they do, and they're showing their love and support with every vital of their bodies, that it brings us the strength to carry on this fight. This is the greatest city in the world, and you can see the love and support that we get from the New Yorkers, even from people from New Jersey. It's incredible, and thank you, and just carry on the fight, and understand It is not a political statement. It is a humanitarian crisis, and we want our families back. We don't want to get to a point where terror organizations understand that they can take civilians from their homes or from parties and use them as leverage. If we allow it to happen today, it will happen again tomorrow, and we don't want that. So I'm very happy and grateful to see the support and love that we get from New Yorkers, and thank you for hosting this incredible event.